I'm thinking about what I read recently. I think there's a July 1st deadline that's coming up, right? So all of the exchanges that are operating need to fall under the MiCA regime. If you're not, you're going to get shut down. So I'm assuming that's going to really impact not only a lot of kind of exchange operators, but more importantly, a lot of users that are still having their assets locked in these exchanges. How is that going to go play out? I mean, we're talking about probably tens of millions of users, if not more, right?
Absolutely. So there's a big deadline coming up, as you mentioned, the 1st of July. So that is when formally and officially the MiCA transition period ends, right? So there has been a gradual approach on the whole MiCA implementation. Those 30 countries that I mentioned to you earlier, they had to announce once MiCA came into effect, what is their transition period going to be? Some countries, they opted for 6 months, some for 12, and the maximum possible transition period was 18 months.
So every jurisdiction could be different.
They could choose between 6 months, 12 months, or 18 months in which they would transition into MiCA. Now, some of the bigger economies, they, chose the full length of the 18 months. That 18 months is now the hard deadline. You cannot go beyond it. But some countries, they already transitioned into MiCA fully, and they have already acted or they already started enforcement on uncompliant or unregulated exchanges. So it's just now that this July 1st deadline is like no more, right? The pan-European regulator, it's called ESMA. They are the ones who give the instructions and who come up with laws and guidelines for the national competent authorities in each of those 30 member states. They told that's the deadline. What is now going to happen? There are more than a handful of larger crypto exchanges that have the MiCA license. So I think we have a good backbone and a good foundation in Europe right now with fully regulated participants to absorb and to welcome the clients that decide to leave the unregulated platforms, right? So ESMA has instructed already, there is no more transition after that, you have to comply. They recently also shared an open letter to exchanges saying we expect you to start before the 1st of July with an orderly wind down plan, right? So inform your users in advance that you will be leaving the market and tell those users or your clients what they have to do with their funds. So that instruction has already been given. I can already tell you, me and my team, we are clients with most of those European exchanges. So far, I have not yet received an email from any of those to come up with an orderly wind down plan.
Right.
We're now 6 days away from the deadline.
Exactly. I'm looking at the calendar.
Or 5 days away. So I hope indeed, that we're, I don't know if they're still going to act or what kind of action some of those uncompliant exchanges are going to do. But the time is running out. We have already received from some smaller to medium-sized exchanges emails or asks hey, we will be throwing in the towel. We're stopping our business. We will not be able to receive a MiCA license, or we have purposely chosen not to pursue a MiCA license. We're stopping our business now. Please take over our client base and take them over. So those are some of those ones that we are now currently exploring in how to handle that, how to make sure that those clients are moved onto a safe exchange, that they continue to access their funds through then an OKX platform. So those are things that are happening right now. We clearly see that some of the smaller players, they're throwing in the towel.